Imagine an unexpected flash brighter than the sun lights up the sky, and in the next second the world changes forever. The clock is already ticking and you have only minutes to act. In moments like these, knowledge is the key to survival. This guide will teach you how to act correctly before, during, and after a nuclear explosion. First phase: blinding flash and plasma ball. A nuclear explosion begins with a bright flash visible even on a sunny day. In a fraction of a second, a plasma ball forms with a diameter of up to 2 kilometers, reaching temperatures 10 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Everything within this radius vaporizes instantly. Shockwave, instant destruction. The shockwave travels faster than sound, destroying everything in its path: buildings, trees, cars. The radius of destruction depends on the distance from the epicenter. 0.9 miles, complete destruction, no survivors. 1.9 miles, severe destruction, mass fires, and injuries. 4.6 miles, shattered glass and accidents due to temporary blindness in drivers. The air heats up to extreme temperatures, causing firestorms that ignite everything flammable. What to do if you ignored the air raid alert and are outside? If you ignored the air raid alert and remained outside, remember that the flash of light reaches us faster than the shockwave that follows it. Therefore, if you see a bright flash, act immediately. Lie face down on the ground to minimize exposure to the thermal radiation. Cover your head with your hands or hood to protect it from burns and flying debris. If possible, position your head away from the blast and seek cover behind a wall or in any depression that may provide minimal shelter. Do not get up immediately, there may be multiple shockwaves. It's better to stay on the ground until the second wave passes, as each second you're down reduces the chance of burns and injuries. Remember, the flash lasts only a few seconds, but its intensity can cause severe burns and start fires. Avoid looking directly at the flash, this can lead to temporary or permanent blindness. Fireball, nuclear mushroom, and fallout. After the flash, a bright area in the shape of a fireball appears. For ground or surface detonations, it appears as a hemisphere, initially far brighter than the sun. Observing the fireball without protection is dangerous. The fireball rapidly grows and rises upward, becoming less bright. Within seconds, it turns into a swirling mushroom cloud. If the bomb detonates on water, the mushroom column will consist of water vapor. If on land, it will contain dust and debris. The radioactive fallout from ground detonations or radioactive rain from underwater detonations is highly dangerous. Dangerous fallout and the need for shelter. After the initial flash, you will have about 10-15 minutes to find shelter before radioactive fallout begins. Look for a basement or metro station. If you're in a vehicle, stop, close all windows and stay inside. The sound of the shockwave is like rolling thunder and its intensity surpasses that of regular explosions, as it holds greater destructive power. What to do if a nuclear explosion catches you at home? If you're at home during a nuclear explosion, follow these steps to maximize your safety and reduce radiation exposure. Stay away from windows. The shockwave can shatter windows, causing injuries from flying glass. The safest place is in the center of the apartment, away from external walls and windows. Find shelter if there's a basement. Go there. In multi-story buildings, use a bathroom, toilet, closet, or storage room, ideally in the center of the apartment. These areas have a lower risk of damage and offer better radiation protection. Seal any gaps. Make sure windows and doors are tightly closed and block any ventilation openings with damp cloths to prevent radioactive particles from entering. Turn off ventilation and air conditioners. This will prevent radioactive particles from entering the room from outside. Cover your head and face if you see a flash. Avoid looking directly at it, close your eyes, and cover your head with your hands or hood to protect against thermal radiation. Stay informed. Turn on the radio or monitor internet news to stay updated on the situation and wait for instructions from local authorities. Do not leave shelter for at least 24 hours unless instructed otherwise by local authorities. Remain indoors. The longer you stay sheltered, the lower your risk of radiation exposure. Remove outer clothing when entering shelter. If you were outside, take off your outer layer of clothing. This will remove up to 90% of radioactive contamination and reduce exposure. Only drink and eat from sealed packages. Drink only bottled water and consume food that was sealed before the explosion. Follow these steps to increase your chances of survival and minimize the effects of radiation exposure. In extreme situations like a nuclear explosion, knowledge and quick action can save lives. Following these simple but vital steps for protection from radiation and the shockwave will help you survive the critical hours after the blast. Stay sheltered, monitor official information, and remember that composure is your greatest ally in such circumstances. May these guidelines never be needed in real life, but if they help save a life in a critical moment, they serve a valuable purpose. Stay safe, and may the world around us always remain peaceful and secure. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll continue to find useful and interesting information for you.